In today's political environment, Dr. Neil Postman has become very popular, even though he wrote Amusing Ourselves to Death, Public Discourse in the Age of Show Business in the early 1980s. Dr. Postman was my professor of media ecology at New York University and also became my mentor and guide and has been the single most influential person in my career and in many ways in my teaching, in my learning, and in the books that I've published. Dr. Postman it was a pretty amazing experience. In the early 1970s, I was working at ABC Radio, and they offered free master's program, educational tuition covered, and I looked for anything to do with media in New York City, at Columbia, at NYU, in this program called Media Ecology was offered nights at NYU. So I registered and went to the first class with Dr. Postman. It was Media Ecology, basically 101. It was a 2-hour lecture, and I learned in that 2 hours more than I had learned in 4 years at the Newhouse School at Syracuse University in terms of actual practical guidance to support me then, and it has continued to support me to today. Neil Postman, also the author of many books, including Technopoly, and While Amusing Ourselves to Death, really talks about the reality of how it talks about the reality of the intersection of news and entertainment. And of course, that impacts on politics. And of course, that's where we are today, where news and entertainment are interchangeable. But technology, his book about technology really anticipated in many ways where we are with machine intelligence and AI today. So Dr. Postman continues to influence me, guide me, and as media ecology is how I've defined myself for the last 40 years as a media ecologist, is understanding, studying, and responding to the intersection of culture, society, politics, business, and media, and then the flip of that, the role of media with technology, society, and culture, and that's for those of readers who are reading the Tao of Leadership, my new book. They see that influence of media ecology throughout it.